Hi, so today I'm going to talk to you about bullying because it's happening a lot and I can't stand to think of the people that kill themselves and commit suicide because they're being bullied. So, I don't know how many people are going to watch this. I don't even know if one person's going to watch it, but I'm putting my word on this. Bullying, I don't get why people even do it. Like, it's not even cool. Like, why? You could go around and say I've bullied people. I've been bullied in my life before. Sucks. Worst thing ever. And it's actually been for some really cool reasons. When I was in 6th grade, my dad died from 7 years of cancer. 7 years. When he was told he had cancer, he said he had like a month to live or so. And I said, well, he lived to be 7 years past that day. And when that happened, he is my hero, like, no doubt about it. And when he died, it was worst thing ever. When he died, January 5th, when I was in 6th grade, which would have been 2010. He told, it was actually the beginning of 2011, so 5 days into 2011. It didn't affect me through 6th grade because I never really believed it until 7th grade, and that's when I started failing and doing horrible. I joined basketball. Basketball is like biggest sport ever that I can play. I love it. I've been playing since I was 3. And basically in our town how it works is if you don't have an older sibling that is famously known in our town for playing sports, you're not going to make it in any sports. And that's how it is, you know? So, I went to play basketball. I actually got on the A team. And, about a week before it would end, I quit, which was hard for me because I've never quit anything, especially basketball. And why I quit was because physically, I was diagnosed with asthma. I had a problem with my jaw. This side of my jaw is bigger than this side, so I almost had to have surgery on this side. It was hard for me to breathe because I am 5'10", and I grew so fast, my lungs aren't the size they should be because I grew so fast in a short amount of time, so it's hard for me to breathe. I was tested for arthritis. I couldn't move my knees. Every night I would cry because it hurt so bad. And also for my educational purposes, my teachers were putting in grade books incompletes. That way I would be eligible to play sports because they knew how much it meant to me and they knew what I was going through. And that's like against their job, and they did that for me. So I didn't play sports because I knew it wasn't the right thing to do because of all the reasons. So I quit, and all the girls were saying mean things about me, like I'm just a quitter, a slacker. My dad dying was an excuse, and they said all those things, and I said I really don't care, and I blocked them out of my life. They've said really mean things. I've left it alone. Let it be. They're not gonna change. But people make fun of me for a lot of things because I am 5'10". I talk weird. Because I am a country girl, as you can see with my John Deere hat. Kind of for a lot of things. And when you see me walking down the hallway, you wouldn't think I get bullied, but I do. And it sucks. most people think of bullies as the big people that take their nerds' lunch money. No. For me, it's mainly the popular girls and stuff. When one day we were doing the Pledge of Allegiance, and I was like, I don't know what it was. You know how you get those times where you just like choke or something? That's what it was. So I coughed during the Pledge of Allegiance. And this guy said, "What, you don't respect our country?" And that moment, I lost it. Because my cousin, he died when he was 25 years old in Iraq fighting for our country. And he said, "You don't respect our country?" That bugged me. Because no one knows that he died for his country. None of my friends know that. I say that and they're just like, they don't know. A lot of my cousins have served for my country too. My uncles, my grandpa fought in World War II. A lot of people have in my family, and they say that. It bugs me because it's disrespecting my family for me. I've encountered a lot of bullying. When I was in 4th or 3rd grade, it was the same people that bullied today. We have a mentally challenged kid in our grade, and he was at recess, and at that age you don't know why he's different. And they were saying some things to him, and I knew why it was different because my cousin helps the mentally challenged people. That's her job. That's what she does. And I went up to him and I told him not to mess with him. And they stopped. And he was my best friend all through 3rd grade. Actually, I think it might have been 2nd grade. Anyways, I stopped it, and that was one of my proudest moments. There's also been a lot of bullying that I haven't stopped, which I feel horrible about. Because I feel like I am in the position where I can't stop it. Like, I'm not afraid of what people say to me. I've gone through a lot of things. Not only have I had other students bully me, one girl from basketball, her stepmom bullied me. Her stepmom, an adult, bullied a kid. She wasn't even a coach. Her daughter wanted to play the position I played. I've worked really hard to get where I was. And she wasn't even coach. She pulled me out of the game, out of practice, and put her daughter in. Made me mad. She's also said a whole bunch of things to me. She had no idea that my dad died. When I was in 5th grade, my house collapsed. Like, my dad was on all this medicine from his chemo, and he wasn't thinking clearly. My mom and dad were in a fight. I knew something bad was going to happen at that moment, so I kept on telling my mom. My dad left to go get gas, and it was like midnight, and I knew something was wrong. So I went in the kitchen to go get a drink because my mom told me it's no big deal. And when I went in there, the kitchen floor was like this, and it just dropped. And I got out of it. My dogs got out of it. My mom, my brother, my sister, everyone got out of it, thank God. But we lost a lot of things that day. When my dad came back, crushed, nothing left. And since he was on all that medicine, he wasn't thinking straight, and he came back, saw what happened, and he was just like, "Oh, we can fix this." Because of what that medicine did to him, it made him not think straight, and if he was thinking straight, we would still have our house. But luckily, I am blessed to have this brand new built house that was built 2 years ago. So yeah, I'm blessed with that. Our house collapsed. My cousin died in the army. a lot of things happened to me. She had no idea. She still had the nerve to do that. So, it's hard. And it's even hard when someone says, I don't respect our country. Really? Like, I'm not going to say this because I don't want to judge him, because maybe he did. But I don't think he has any family member that has died for this country. When I see that flag, I think of him, and I think of every other family that has the misfortune of losing someone in the army. And he had the nerve to say that. Like, really? So, to everyone that's bullying me, stop it now. Anyone who's bullied anyone else, stop it. And to anyone in the future that wants to bully anyone, don't. It's not cool, and it will never be cool. And at the end of the day, when the people you've bullied are millionaires, and you're at home with a regular job, and you think, hey, I went to school with that kid. You bullied that kid. And I don't think if you went up to that kid, he would appreciate you. I know I'm never going to accept anyone's apology that has bullied me. I will never do that. Nor will I ever accept anyone's apology for bullying other people. So, if you are a bully, knock it off. Because at the end of the day, that person's going to be above you, and you're just going to be sitting there still bullying people. I'm going to let actions speak louder than words.